I stayed up until 2 AM for the Rivals update last night, since, you know, UK time zones suck. And I was greeted to this. Okay, that's all? Part 2 releasing in 24 hours. Are we serious? We have to wait another 24 hours for part 2? Why? Anyway, I'm gonna go over why I think this update was awful. Maybe awful is a bad word, but I'm gonna use it anyway. But also how part 2 might just clutch up. So our goal is to find out if this update was bad or good. I say we run through the good stuff first because I don't want this video to be basically me making fun of Rivals. I don't like doing those videos. First, if we go to the update log over here, we can see 2 new charms came out. One of them being Mud, and he's probably one of the most consistent like Rivals YouTuber I ever know. And the content he does is really unique. No one else does it. Nobody else really did it. He was the first to do it on Rivals. Like I said, I think we all know who he is. As you can see here, he uploads very consistently and he has been for ages. I watched loads of his videos, but I'm not on the right channel, so it's not going to show that. We go even just all the way down to here. Since 10 months ago, to my understanding, or basically 10 months ago, he's been doing Rivals news videos consistently. And in my opinion, slowly they've got better and better. So like Mud definitely deserves a charm. Like he's probably like the YouTuber who deserves it the most right now out of like most YouTubers. Plus I'm pretty sure like everyone who plays Rivals knows him. If you don't, you're living under a rock. The thing is, I want to talk about good things in this update, but the thing is, there's like nothing good in this update. I could talk about the lobby. They definitely designed the lobby a lot. The lobby looks great. They did an amazing job with the lobby. And of course, this is literally just part 1 out of part 2. If there's 2 parts to it. The thing that annoyed me the most was the fact that they told us part 2 was coming after part 1 came out. If I'm honest, part 1 sucked. And people have mixed opinions on that, but like in my opinion, I just don't think there was much here. I stayed up till 2 AM and there was like nothing good. So I'm really hoping part 2 does make up for that. So I'm not gonna sit and make fun of the game too much yet, but if part 2 sucks, then I will make fun of the game. Literally the main thing is the skins. They just basically threw a bunch of skins in our face, told us to buy them, and that was about it. If this was the only part to the Halloween update, this would literally be classified as pay to win. Or just, you know, a money grab. And I don't think the developers are like that. I hope they're not like that. Most developers in Roblox do turn into that. Games like Rivals do have the unfortunate potential to become like that, but I don't think that's in nosniy and Sensei. I don't think they do that. Plus, if you really think about it, the update isn't really pay to win. You know, skins aren't pay to win, but it just looks like a big money grab. You go to the update log, you basically have the shop, and you can only get these skin crates again for spending Robux. I do think the credits page is really good in my opinion. If you go over here, like this is really cool. They really should have done this. Even this guy here, like people who made like skins for concept arts. I think this is really good in my opinion. They should have made this ages ago. They took their time with this. And then you've got the nosniy Games team. So many testers, moderators, community staff, all that. And then you've got these people here, people who do the 3D artists, the renders, the music, the owners, you know, programmer, all that stuff. But if you look here, you can actually notice the only programmer is Sensei. He does all the programming, which I find really surprising. They've not got anyone else for that yet. They need to up their team a little bit, I think. But I do think the credits page overall is a really good feature. It goes to show you that like the whole creation of Rivals does have a lot of people behind it. That is a very interesting tester name. I think the map overall does look really good, but there's only so many things I can talk about before I have to get into the bad stuff. Like, is there really anything good in this update? Like in part 1 at least? I mean, think about this as well. They even put the crossbow down too. Body damage decreased from 45 to 37.5. Like, why? And they buffed distortion? Really? Whoa. We want to experiment with bringing back the shorties ammo so that it can be viable different game modes beyond classic duels. Ammo reserve increased from 4 to 24. What? I don't know. I get why they're doing it, but it doesn't feel smart at all. Legendary candy bundle. Don't tell me there's more you could buy. What? Candy, but that's insane, bro. A candy bundle is insane. That's a cool skin, to be fair. So I felt this update overall just felt like a massive money grab for part 1 at least. I don't know what part 2 is going to be. Maybe part 2 will be really good. But the fact that even in the spooky skin case, I mean, look at all the skins you can get out of this. And that's all awesome. They clearly spent a lot of time on all the skins, but you can literally only get them if you give them money. You gotta, like, if there was one way to get free spooky skin crates, then, you know, fair enough. But it's more the fact that there isn't, and the fact that, you know, people, especially in the UK and all that, and even in Europe, you know, stay up till 2, 3 AM just to find out that if you don't spend all your life savings, you're getting nothing. That's where the key problem comes in, and that's what really bugs me. I stayed up late because I wanted to get video ideas, because right now there's like no video ideas in this game, and the only video idea I can do right now is talking about how bad this update was. I think that says enough. I don't want to be making rant videos every week talking about how bad this game's become, but I feel like I need to at this point. I'm not trying to sound like the game's rubbish. It's not. I really enjoy it still. Yeah, I'm doing a whole pro series on it right now. But they're just like, if I made I can make a whole other rant video talking about the other issues of this game that doesn't get spoken about either. The only only thing that carried this update, at least in part 1, was, you know, this here, like the big lobby and everything. The lobby looks amazing. They definitely put a lot of time and effort into this, and I can't get too mad at them for not making a crazy Halloween update. They just made another update a month ago with Ranked Season 1, and they changed a lot of things. I'm not gonna sit here and like insult the developers or that. I mean, I will say that having new game modes like Double Trouble for today and like new game modes every day is still a really good thing. I'm glad they're not got rid of that. But like overall, they need to focus on fixing actual things. Like I don't even know if the daggers issue is solved yet. I'm gonna check that right now, where you can like throw daggers through walls. I assume when part 2 comes up, we'll get patch notes, because I don't think we got patch notes in that update there. But let me check, because I'm pretty sure you can still do it. Level 8. What the? Why did I get a level 8? Let's get the daggers out and let's test this. Yeah, they still go through it. Look, wait, I'm doing no damage. Either I suck or they're patched. But it doesn't seem to be working anymore. Thing is, they're still going through the wall. That's the thing. Ah, hey. Okay, I think they're patched. But it's like they could have even just made the Halloween map. Like part 2, I'm sure it's gonna clutch. But like I just, for some reason, I have faith it won't. Doesn't make sense. I have a feeling it won't. I have a feeling it's not gonna clutch. But you know, I might be wrong on that. Who knows? Overall, literally all they did was bring back the spooky events, make us spend a bunch more on new skins. Even if you want this skin here, oh, really cool new eye skin. What you gotta do? You gotta buy 5,000 Robux. The only 2 cool things they added in this update was the mud charm and him. Don't forget him, even though I forgot who he was. I'm sorry. I said it really wrong. I'm sorry, Kai. I'm sorry. Kai, good job to him as well. He does pull really good reviews on Rivals, and he does do big videos. So congratulations to them both. And the credits, those are the only 2 things I think is good. Even the balance changes. Why did you nerf my crossbow? Revolver? The recent introduction of input queuing now makes semi-automatic functionality viable. Firing mode has been switched from automatic to semi-auto. What? I don't even know what that means, but like, what? Let me see this. I don't see many different at all. I'm confused. What did they change? It feels the same to me. I mean, I ain't complaining, but like, still feels like my revolver. Okay, well, I'm glad it's not too nerfed then, but like, you know, like, let me ask the free-for-all place. We're gonna ask here, and we're gonna ask the Discord server. We're gonna see what they say. L? Yes, immediately an L. I'm gonna say Y. Well, let's see what he thinks. So let's interrogate this little bacon. The hell? Is this guy what the? Sir? Weapons hard? I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna say for real. Why make a part 1 and part 2 if it's only a day between each other? Like, I don't get it. If they needed more time to make the update, they could have delayed it by a day or 2. Do an update on a Sunday for once instead of a Friday. I don't think it's that much of an issue. I might be wrong. I'm not a game developer. Maybe they have like specific rules as to what they do. Or maybe this is another thing that they were talking about. Not them, but like the community was talking about. Was that there might be an admin abuse, because like every game these days does admin abuses. Steal a Brain Rock or Garden, all those games. So for Rivals to do one, there's a chance, and it's been spoken about by YouTubers even like Mud quite a few times. Admin abuse would be crazy, and they did even say in the patch notes. Hold on, what did they say in the patch notes? This is the one thing that I think might actually be related to admin abuse. I think they might actually do this. Part 2 releasing in 24 hours. Keep your eyes peeled for a countdown in the lobby with a zombie emoji. What could that mean? This is the thing. This is the good thing I'm getting to with this. Like this, I do think they're doing part 2 for a reason. If they do something like an event, this will make this update from like the worst one to like the best one. And I'm really hoping they do something like that, because, and even if they do, bring a new map, bring a new weapon. I need content, nosniy. That's pretty much it for my rant. I hope I'm right. I hope there is an admin abuse or an update thing. I'll be posting this video like a few hours before that update does happen. So if you're watching this after that update comes out, know that I said all this before I know about that update. So I don't know what it's going to be. That's why I'm not trying to, you know, like make fun of the developers too much, because it's only part 1. If part 2 sucks too, then I'll make another video talking about how much it sucks. Now I'm leaving. So yeah, subscribe, help me at 15,000. Also join my Discord server. Big surprise when I hit 500 members. And yeah.
Bye bye.